Hello and welcome to Select 10. November 2024 brought a slew of fascinating new web shows to streaming platforms, keeping viewers hooked to their screens. The newest releases on Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and other platforms are drawing attention with their gripping dramas, mind-bending sci-fi thrillers, and hilarious comedies. This month has something for everyone, regardless of your preference for character-centered stories, psychic twists, or high-stakes action. So, prepare to explore November 2024's top and most talked-about web series. Number 10, Before. It is a psychological thriller miniseries developed by Sarah Thorpe. The narrative centers on child psychiatrist Dr. Eli Adler, who is mourning the death of his wife, Lynn. Adler, plagued by visions of Lynn that torment his house and mind, is called upon to care for a disturbed foster boy named Noah, who experiences terrible nightmares. Even though Eli is troubled by his own unsettling visions, he finds that his and Noah's visions are identical, which leads to surprising revelations. As they explore a terrifying secret grounded in their common pasts, their entwined lives suggest Noah's visit wasn't coincidental, as the weird happenings intensify. The series' primary flaw is that it slips into a recurring pattern of psychiatric jargon and scary scenes to provide weight to a progressively silly premise. It mostly relies on the overdone trauma plot, which emphasizes how tragedy shifts life without providing any real depth. Overall, Before is constantly enjoyable, but rarely goes beyond being somewhat fascinating, with the actors doing plenty of the hard work. Although its unsettling scenes and plot twists work well, they don't have the nuance to take the narrative above its plain level of intrigue. The show is only for those who appreciate psychological suspense. Number 9, Say Nothing. The show is a historical drama that Josh Zetumer created. The narrative delves into the terrifying tale of Jean McConville, a single mom who was kidnapped in 1972 and classified as one of the vanished during the strife in Northern Ireland. Her case provides an anchor for analyzing the human price of the conflicts and the wider ramifications of violent politics. The story is told from the viewpoints of important IRA members, such as Marion Price and Dolores, two young ladies who became symbols of revolutionary politics. The series digs into the extremities people go to in order to uphold their values, the unsettling story of the disappeared, and the long-term consequences of silence. Overall, it is an exciting historical thriller set in an unstable time of Irish history, combining intriguing themes with violent, precise narration. It may not be ideal for cautious audiences due to its extreme violence and language, but fans of historical and political themes will find it fascinating. Number 8, Hysteria. Developed by Matthew Scott Kane, it is a comic horror thriller television series. The show takes place in the 1980s, amid the Satanic Panic, where the mysterious disappearance of a cherished freshman player spreads rumors of satanic involvement and occult practice across the town. The main focus is on Dylan Campbell, Geordie, and Spud, three excluded individuals from an exhausted heavy metal band called Death Crunch, who figure out to take advantage of the town's unexpected curiosity in the occult by re-establishing themselves as a satanic metal band, which ultimately results in them turning into the next targets of the town's witch hunt. The show starts out as a campy teen horror thriller, but soon becomes disorganized due to its many characters and subplots. Though it has a great cast and entertaining concepts, it stumbles to define what it is, leaving audiences puzzled but entertained. While not everything sticks, it manages to create a vintage Stranger Things vibe and deserves praise for its daring, creative approach. For fans of horror drama, it is enjoyable. Number 7, Cross. It is a crime thriller series developed by Ben Watkins. The drama follows Alex Cross, a city police department officer, as he manages two tough cases, hunting down a serial killer, frightening Washington, D.C., and identifying the person threatening his family. Both investigations are linked to the unsolved death of his wife, Maria, which happened a year ago. Although there are moments when the show falters, particularly when it comes to a surprisingly nasty twist, Aldous Hodge's outstanding portrayal of Alex Cross enhances the series. Hodge's characterization extends beyond action and intelligence, depicting Cross as both stubborn and sensitive. Although there are several issues with the plot, this is the most accurate version of James Patterson's detective series to date. Impressively, the show creates a completely unique mystery that levels the difficulty for both new and devoted viewers and demonstrates an extensive understanding of the Cross character that goes beyond just retelling a book. The season is a bold debut that has more wins than misses, even though it occasionally stumbles by ignoring significant events that raise some unsolved issues. Number 6, The Day of the Jackal. It is a spy action thriller show based on the book with the same title by Frederick Forsyth. The show stars Lashana Lynch as MI6 weapons specialist Bianca Pullman and Eddie Redmayne as the internationally famous assassin, the Jackal. After striking a well-known politician, Jackal receives his most hazardous mission, which promises enough to give up his dangerous life. But his actions catch Bianca's attention, and she starts pursuing him relentlessly, leading into a tense, action-packed chase throughout Europe that brings unanticipated consequences and increasing bloodshed. The series has a psychological edge to its intensive espionage, and its sharp visuals merge traditional spy aesthetics with modern surroundings, offering a fresh vibe. Although the production and performances are excellent, the show occasionally uses elements of a classic spy thriller, which seasoned viewers may find predictable. Overall, it is an enjoyable reimagining of a classic that is going to appeal to both novel fans and those who have never read the book before. Number 5. Special Ops Lioness Season 2. In the first season of this spy thriller, Zoe Saldana plays a handler in a unique CIA program where a female operative goes undercover to stop the threats. The series examines the analysis that goes into an operation and the extreme risk that it poses. The second season follows Jo as she grapples with the consequences of her previous decisions, balancing her patriotism and personal ethics. The plot reaches a dramatic turn when Secretary of State Mullins enlists the Lioness Squad to help him when a U.S. Congresswoman disappears on American grounds. However, Jo opposes the government's higher-ups' requests and opposes turning her secret operations squad into an intelligence-gathering force. This sets the tone for a thrilling season full of high-stakes operations and moral quandaries. Season 2's pace changes far too frequently, and a lot of the characters still seem more flat, leaving us seeking more. On the plus side, though, Zoe Saldana delivers a strong performance that elevates the bar from the previous season. The show is quite fascinating due to its meaty drama made from the complicated concepts of two identities and one's commitment to one's country versus one's family. Plus, the action is solid from start to finish. Number 4. Dune Prophecy. It is a spin-off of Denis Villeneuve's sci-fi film series Dune and delves into the background of the Bene Gesserit, an influential clandestine sisterhood with amazing skills that has continuously shaped the galaxy's leadership. Emily Watson and Olivia Williams play the main characters of Tula and Valia, respectively, in the series. The show is set more than 10,000 years before Paul Atreides' birth and follows sisters Valia and Tula Harkonnen as they join an exclusive organization of women groomed to work for the great houses of the Imperium as truthsayers. Meanwhile, Imperial truthsayer Kasha Jinjo mysteriously dies, causing Valia to recall a fateful prophecy, laying the groundwork for greater unrest in the Imperium. Similar to the movie, the series examines ambition, power, and the exploitation of religion, concentrating on the internal conflicts among the Bene Gesserit. Although it honors Villeneuve's films with its eerie soundtrack and the opulence of the Bene Gesserit headquarters, it also forges its own unique personality. However, the world feels more constrained as a result of the switch to television, which lessens some of the cinematic wonder and vastness. Although the first episode establishes a solid foundation, the way the sisterhood's plots and the Carino family drama interact will be crucial to the show's development. Overall, the show seems promising, combining intricate storytelling with rich backstory to appeal to both new and devoted viewers. Number 3. Agatha All Along. Developed by Jack Schaefer, it is a dark comic fantasy miniseries. Kathryn Hahn's character, Agatha Harkness, returns following the events of WandaVision, in which she was deprived of her abilities and imprisoned in Westview, New Jersey. After 3 years, her journey to atonement commences when she meets an intriguing teen with his own desires to acquire magical abilities. Seeing a chance to succeed, Agatha quickly organizes a new clan and embarks on the treacherous Witch's Road to regain her lost powers and rebuild herself as a prominent figure in the magical realm. Drawing attention away from superhero escapades and onto the fascinating realm of magic, the series offers a clever and deliciously odd continuation of WandaVision. The angry and crafty Agatha, played well by Kathryn Hahn, uses every trick in the book to get back her power. As Agatha's opponent, Rio Vidal, also known as the Green Witch, Aubrey Plaza delivers cutting humor. Both newbies and Marvel fans will love this enchanted mix of fun and nostalgia, which is full of jokes, clever references to well-known witch tales, and a great deal of Marvel Easter eggs. Number 2. Silo. It is a science fiction mystery show based on Hugh Howey's Silo trilogy of books, Wool, Shift, and Dust. Season 2 resumes the dramatic story of silo engineer Juliet as she goes outside the silo to expose the truth behind the end of humanity and the silo itself. The first episode of Season 2 follows Juliet as she enters another silo and finds herself confronted by a terrifying scene. The bodies of the people who live there are thrown around, an ominous sign of an uprising that ended in their deaths after they went outside. However, Juliet's already perilous journey takes on a new level of tension when she discovers a sealed vault and is told by a guy inside that he would kill her if she attempts to enter it. Meanwhile, the roots of rebellion in Silo 18 are undoubtedly blossoming after the public saw Juliet survive. Before a complete panic breaks out and threatens the survival of the community as a whole, Bernard demands to put an end to the growing accusations. The second season starts off well with episode 1. Despite largely concentrating on a single character, it maintained momentum. There was a lot to observe in the new silo in order to gather hints about what transpired. The first 5 minutes actually had a purpose in helping us learn what could happen to people in Silo 18 if rebellion takes over and if Juliet can save them. Number 1. Arcane: League of Legends Season 2. On November 9th, 2024, the second season premiered and builds on the gripping storyline of the first season, delving deeper into the struggle between Piltover and Zaun. The primary battle escalates as Jinx's actions have an influence on both cities, with Noxian forces pursuing Hextech control. The conflict between Piltover and Zaun is heightened by these events, but frequently at the expense of psychological impact and character development. Season 2's character storylines are a mixed package. While Vi and Caitlyn's relationship is the main focus, it is dominated by outside side problems, and there isn't enough development for Caitlyn's change into a more vicious character. Despite these narrative challenges, Season 2's animation, which has lively colors, smooth motions, and exciting action scenes, is still impressive. In comparison to its first season, Season 2 has issues with sequencing and character detail, but in general, it succeeds on its visual brilliance. The episodes 7, 8, and 9 will be released on November 20th on Netflix. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.